where you can mobilize resources to buy equipment, to buy irrigation pumps, to buy fertilizer, to have alternatives other than the commercial banks, which give you very short-term loans and facilities.
Okay. Now, the Minister of Finance also spoke of the need for the private sector to merge into corporations, at least not on an individual basis, to access finance both from financial institutions. Now, you're the Chief Executive Officer of the GCCI. How do you see this initiative for individuals to come into corporations instead of standing alone?
I think it's a very good idea. I think the finance minister is really on point. From my own perspective, as a lawyer, I understand the importance of having a cooperation around enterprises that can have risk and that are set up so as to make a profit. The more resources you have available, the more partnerships you have between single and small businesses, the better it would be for scale. Not only that, if you want to access international finance, for instance, you need that kind of scale, because you don't go there with a small project, you go there with a big project. So I really think it's a very good call. I hope Gambians would listen to it. We have ourselves been talking about this.
Two France-based U.S. choreographers have begun a 9-month training for Gambian youths in the arts in collaboration with the Ebujang Theatre and Gam Jobs. The initiative was conceived to promote the arts and provide employment to the youths who are expected to pass their newly acquired skills to the children in schools. Mamadou Lamine reports.
This is American dance being done in the Gambia. The U.S. and the Smiling Coast of course have wide cultural differences, but dance, these two Americans say, is a universal language powerful enough to break all barriers, language or cultural. These young Gambians are under a 2-week-long training in American dancing at the Abunjan Theatre. Their instructors are Nicola Ayub and Asa Thomas, France-based professional American dancers. More than a week into the training, the young dancers who are using the kora seem pretty comfortable. The arts, a long nearly neglected field, has the potential of creating meaningful engagement for many a talented Gambian youth. In fact, that is what the partnership of the Abunjan Theatre and Gam Jobs seeks to achieve. But sometimes cultural, traditional and religious restrictions could be obstacles to the sustainability of the venture.
In the Gambia, there may be some cultural barriers or other things that may kind of discourage people to go into dancing. Are you in any way troubled by that, or do you think you've overcome that?
No, actually, here in this world, when you are to do something, do it for the sake of you want to do it. People will still talk. Whether you do it or not, people are still going to talk on you. So do what you feel like you can do.
How about the instructors? How do they find the training?
I think it's something that's very important for these dancers and artists. They are very multi-talented. They act, they sing, they dance, and everybody will get to see all of that actually in the performance. So I think this is just a very important experience for them, for us that have come to work with them, and for the public that will hopefully get to see something that they have never seen.
I think it has potential because dance is so much a part of daily lives here. The difference is that you're speaking of dance as a performance art, whereas I think dance in the Gambia and in many other countries is just part of a celebration, part of parties, birthdays, when a child is born, for a wedding. And I think the importance is taking this crucial part of life and also being able to experience it in the theater, being able to experience it in different ways, and being able to show that dance is not just daily life, it also can be lifted up and inspire others to do great things.
Although this special training is specified for the first American dance performance to be staged here at the Abunjan Theatre on Friday, the trainees are on a bigger mission. They are the first group of young Gambians being trained in the arts as part of efforts to reduce unemployment. 4 months already into the program, the students will graduate after 9 months, after which they will find their way into different sectors, particularly in the schools, where they could be tutors to keep the dream of developing the different types of the arts alive. Modou Lamine Cissé, Grts News.
Also, the Bolivarian Republic of Venezuela recently organized a 2-week training workshop on Afro-Venezuelan dance for young Gambians. The training workshop is intended to explore the rich cultural heritage of the two continents in order to promote understanding and enhance the excellent relations between the Gambia and Venezuela. Weekend Spectrum's Modu Jallo has more.
Venezuelans too are not being left behind, teaching these Gambian students the art of dancing. This week-long workshop, organized by the Bolivarian Republic of Venezuela, is a fusion of African and contemporary dance intended to explore the rich cultures of Africa and Latin America. Culture is an important tool that the Venezuelans are using to unite people.
One way to bring people together is culture. And everybody has something significant, or even not significant, but something important in their culture that they can share. And these young people, they want to get into acting, they want to get into music, they want to get into dance. And what better experience is to explore other avenues. So it's good that they can have this and carry it with them for the rest of their life. Because one thing I do believe in is that dance, music, art can really save a child. It's something that they can get involved in. It's something that they can know well. It raises their discipline and their confidence. I mean, it's not easy to get up in front sometimes and dance, you know. And the University of Gambia, where we were earlier today, I was asking if somebody knew how to do sabah. And just because people are from Africa does not necessarily mean they do sabah, because they may be Yola. They may just do Yola dance or Mandinka dance. They may not do wall-off dance from Senegal, which is also danced in the Gambia. So I was able to have one student come up, and he actually was teaching the sabah, which is what I prefer, is if you know your culture, you know your Yola dance, you can teach it to others. People are looking for cultural experiences. It's very important.
Norma Jorge, who is conducting the training, believes that bringing together the Afro-Venezuelan heritage will help the two peoples rediscover their culture and promote understanding.
This dancing training comes to contribute to the already excellent ties between the Bolivarian Republic of Venezuela and the Gambia, and it is a good opportunity to share about our culture and our perspectives as well, and to strengthen those ties between our two countries.
For someone who has danced for most of her life, Fatou Jassy has a lot to share with these young students. The African continent boasts of a rich cultural heritage, and the art of dancing is one of the most important. Its popularity has gone beyond the continent. Therefore, Fatou argues Africans should be proud of it and teach it to the younger generation to keep it alive.
Sometimes people on the outside are valuing our culture, and I say ours, more so than ourselves.